introduce yourself and tell us what we're looking at.
Okay. Well, I'm Chad Walker. It's 1985 Peterbilt 359 extended hood. I've had it for about 5.5 years. It has a 400 Big Cam Cummins in it, 13-speed, 336 rears that we stretched a truck and put a low-air Peterbilt suspension under it a few years back. We've just been working on redoing the truck. Haven't worked it since I bought it. It was in need of a lot of cosmetic help whenever I bought it. As you can see, I haven't really got to the paint end yet on the cab, sleeper, and hood.
But I think that this should stay the way it is. Don't call me crazy, but
a lot of people,
that's a lot of character.
A lot of people comment that, probably more than not comment that they really like the paint, the patina on it. That's kind of helped me keep it that way for now. We've gutted completely gutted the interior. We've done all the work ourselves, me, my nephew, my cousin. We do it all in-house, all the stainless fabrication and everything my nephew does.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Bring that music all the way down. I'm going to put the camera in there.
Yep.
I would hate for the YouTube folks to try to take out your
No problem.
Well, yeah. And yeah, there you go. So tell us about the interior, starting with the dash.
Okay, so the dash, whenever I bought the truck, it was broke up into about 5 pieces, just falling apart. So this dash is actually out of a junkyard. It's out of the factory 359. It was in good shape, but was kind of faded out from the sun. So I decided to use a primer to fill all the texture that you get in that plastic and paint it white, kind of make it bold in there. And it really started from there. After I bought the truck, kind of took off from there. We ended up gutting all the factory interior, putting a lot of sound deadening in because we decided we wanted to put a lot of audio work into it, so we didn't want rattles. That helped with that, and it kind of made it more solid. We built all the speaker panels. They're out of aluminum. We body worked them, and then I painted them to match the truck. Kind of have a rawness about them still, but it goes good with the truck. I did a little bit of pinstriping work. There's a local guy in the town that I live in that he's an old pinstriper that does a great job. He did a little bit here and there on it to break it up. But yeah, we gutted the entire sleeper and cab, and we still put the factory upholstery back in. We built all of the overhead cubbies there that you see out of aluminum, with speakers in them. My nephew, again, he works in a fabrication shop. He does all that stuff on the side for me. We do that, and then I do any kind of the cosmetic paint work on them, body work, and we make a pretty good team on it. So
yeah, you certainly do.
And then we stretched the truck. You'll see my cousin stretched it, and then we did the rest of the work on the making it look pretty. I put a flake in the frame. You can barely see it at night. There's a flake over the black. It's pretty cool in the first coat of clear, and then buried in clear, and did a lot of sanding and buffing on it to make it smooth. All of the stainless work you see is custom, handmade. It's not bought. The rear T-bar was built by my nephew. And then any welds or bends in the metal, I always sand and polish to make it kind of look pretty much like chrome if we can. All the fender brackets and stuff we built, we mounted it inside the frame to hide the brackets and the mounts and stuff. We just built a signboard, all the stats and everything to be on here this winter. He had about 40 hours, man hours in that, just building it, and then I did all the paint work on it and made it match the truck decent. We have 4 marine speakers in it, 6.5-inch marine speakers, and we can control the lights on switches in the back of it to match the truck, so we can make the combo of colors like we like on the truck. And there's a harness that feeds that powers it from the truck. Every speaker in the truck's amplified from the truck. You can see there we just made a pan to fill in under the frame there, stainless, so you can't see inside the frame as well. Under the sleeper, above the fuel tanks, we have panels mounted We made those, and I painted them to match the truck. You can see the white stripes through them with lights in it. We just did that this winter. Interior wise, in the sleeper we have a stainless floor. Kind of gives an illusion a little bit with the speakers. 12s there, you can kind of see they look stacked in the stainless floor. We did that speaker wall over there with the hand cut out. The guy bought it off of, he always did the hang loose logo. He would always do that, so it's kind of a nod to him. Good old guy bought it off of, so he just did that for him, kept that going. And again, in the cab, we decided to do a white shag carpet, kind of give a retro feel, but it's nice and warm and warm feeling whenever you drive it. It's really comfortable to drive and sit in. It's a fun truck. So we also had the seats reupholstered here this winter locally. A lady did them for me and put my logo in the side of the seats. You'll notice our door bars that we have to prop the doors open so wind doesn't blow them shut. Again, we built them, just kind of an added touch. Put the name cut out in them. Walkin Tall is the name of the truck.
Very nice. There's so many great touches on this truck, and I'm glad that I caught you and we had the opportunity to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I've always enjoyed watching all your videos. I'm honored to be able to catch up with you for a minute.
Sure, thank you. Stuff like this is just what guys love. This is like what you'd want to see at a local ATHS show or at the national ATHS show. Just a timepiece.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Definitely tells a story. You can tell the thing's been around and done a job. It's done its duty. I've kind of pretty much retired it, and definitely want to kind of preserve it and be able to still enjoy it. I love driving it to shows. I don't want to haul it if at all possible. I like driving it. That's a lot of the fun, is driving it. So we've done a lot of work to make it low. Lowered it about almost a foot from whenever it was stock height. We've done a lot to make it as low as it is, but we got a 18-inch front bumper, and it's a stainless bumper I bought, and then my nephew filled in the back. You'll notice the lights there. We did that. He welded all them pieces in, and then I sanded them smooth and made it look seamless there along all the edges. He put the triple diamond brake in the back of it to give it a retro feel too.
Your nephew is a madman.
He is, yeah. He from high school he started working at the fabrication shop he's in, and he took off right away and had a really good mentor. And he's only 22, and he does all this stuff.
And he made these as well?
The light, yep. He incorporated the light brackets right in there.
I like that. I like that he's utilizing space, but also providing a spot for another light.
Yep.
That could be color matched. But the tapering, it fits within the bumper really good.
Yep.
It's not like a bolt-on. There's nothing wrong with bolt-on parts.
No.
But that is not a bolt-on part. It looks really, really thought out. So that's really cool.
It is, yeah. He thinks everything out, and we kind of discuss a lot of it. Try to come together on something we both like, and a lot of the times we agree before we even have to discuss it. We work really good together, and I'm so fortunate to have him with me on this, to be able to make what we envision come to life on all of it. So you'll notice it has a custom grill ring in the front. It's studded. We studded it, so there's no bolt heads on the grill ring to hold the screen in. It's double the width of a factory ring, and it's also a 1/4 inch thick stainless. So it's quite a hunk of metal for a grill ring, but it's pretty cool.
Very nice. I asked the audience if they can still hear you.
Can you still hear me there in the audience?
Somebody made a comment about not sound. Maybe the sound went out for him. But continue. We'll see if what someone says here in a second.
Okay.
And while we're at it, if anybody in the audience, you got a question, fire off a question.
Yeah, so we have a 389 wide track car hauler axle under the steer axle with disc brakes. We just did that last year. That gets the stance further out, and it also helps the turning radius in these old trucks. You get any help you can get in these things to turn. In comparison to a newer truck, they typically have a better turning radius than these with the power steering boxes back behind the axle. So I was trying to avoid putting the newer frame horns under this, so we had a custom set of springs made to be able to be as low as we are, but yet still function well.
Okay, we're good on sound.
We're good on sound? Yep. Okay. And we ended up, like I said, we keep getting different ideas, and constantly it's an addiction. We're always trying to think of new things for it, and just kind of tweak things, and a lot of things are small, but it takes small things to make bigger things come to life. So
what's your favorite part of this truck that you've done?
I was asked that earlier, and I'd have to say overall just the interior itself. I kind of, all my life up until I had this, I've always been a truck nut, and I was able to make, I did spin-offs of things that I've seen in the past from a lot of different trucks. I'll take something from that I liked, and this and that, and kind of make my own. And I just feel like it's me when I sit in there. Whenever I look at it, I don't want to really change anything major. There's little things that we keep tweaking and making nicer, but the inside's just me, I guess you could say. So the outside is too, but the inside I feel like is coming together really nice, and I just dig it.
Very cool. All right, well, thank you for giving us extended walk around of the truck.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece of its own.
Thank you.
A masterpiece amongst masterpieces, but this stands out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you saying that. You've seen a lot of trucks, so you know what cool is for sure.
Yeah.